It's in here.
It's bad as California.
Everyone, how's it going here? We'll be with you just a sec here. Let me flip this screen up. But always looking at the camera without this being up always gets me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it does. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you could just let me know, make sure the audio is good. I think I'm past those problems in my life, but you never know. So if everything sounds good. Oh, hey, there we go. We got Locks NY, Gumby, Jeff Moss. We got John Falk tuning in. What is up? And Everett, how's it going? Let's see here. All good. Sean Baker, how's it going? Terry Lewis, man, it's great to see all your names in here. AJ's Lock and Key. Good stuff. I have to say, hey guys, all your comments lately have been great. AJ's Lock and Key. At least you're a newer commenter, and I appreciate reading your comments and appreciate your input on the videos. Very good. Very good. So lots of good stuff going on. Now, as you can see, we have Mr. Kip Bateman tuning in.
Hello again.
And, you know, I know it's been a few weeks from when his video came out, but I really wanted to have him on, kind of let you guys ask any questions you have, and really just hang out and have a good time. So, Kip, thanks for being here.
No problem.
We got some fresh Topo Chicos. Cheers. And cheers to all you out there.
There we go.
Oh, good stuff. So, hey, we have Mr. Tanner Raleigh checking in. Kid Lock.
What's happening?
Kid Lock. I tell you what, guys. So, Kid Lock was sending me some pictures today. And most were appropriate. No, they were all appropriate. But you'll be seeing Kid Lock soon on Facebook, right? So I'll have to show you the pictures he sent.
Really?
Some Kid Lock pictures. Yeah.
Like to watch him get picked on a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So we'll do that. And let's see what we got going on here. So, of course, okay, we're going to be giving away 5 gifts this week to 5 lucky winners. We'll be announcing them here shortly. And like I said, the one we already said that we're going to raffle off or select tonight. Give it on me hand to that arrow key there. And so we got the Arrow Key software. So someone is getting the software for Windows for Master Keying tonight live. So that's pretty cool. We'll be doing that. And then now, what did you guys think about the new USA Lock Boss patch hat? Kip, what are your thoughts?
I like it. I like the color scheme. I like the solid black and white, and I like the patch. Of course, with America on the front of it, I think it's great. You got the little Lock Boss on the side, and I like the little things in the background.
Yes, the little icons.
Yeah, I think you did a great job designing it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's Connor's design there.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not big on trucker hats, but I would definitely wear this one. This is an exception.
Yeah, that's a cool hat. That's a cool hat. So, hey, later on, we're going to be hooking some more of you up with some of these hats, okay? So stick around to find that out. So, Kip, we have a question here.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pop it up. See, check this out. I can actually pop it up. Oops. Wrong one. That's one of Lock NY's comment.
Wrong, I guess.
There we go. Okay, so Everett asks, what do you think? Isn't that cool how it pops up? Sorry,
it is cool.
Stop talking about it.
No, you're fine.
I mean, I feel like I'm like a DJ up here, shuffling things.
Right.
Says, what do you think is the single best piece of advice for a brand new locksmith? We were talking about when you became a locksmith and when I was locksmithing years ago, Yeah. So what kind of advice do you have for that, Kim?
Best advice I can give is keep a really good paper trail. Insurance. Make sure your coverages are correct. Don't just make an assumption that, you're covered for this or covered for that. Look at your policy, your business license, your LLC. And LLC is very important because it protects you and your personal assets. Those are very big. Just making sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, and that's just the basic right out of the get. Make sure everything's legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be afraid to try new things. Let's say something's not in your wheelhouse, and you just like doing rekeys and everything. Try to do some other stuff and to schedule out some time to where you can have plenty of time to work on it. Try to figure it out, and that's just another feather in your cap. You want to try to expand and do more and more, so you have a broader spectrum to work with, and that just means more money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's good stuff there. I'd probably add, when you're a brand new locksmith, there is so much that is complicated, right? Like the video we put out this week about SFIC part numbers between the nickel, silver, and the brass, and the differences, and the part numbers, and all the stuff that comes with it, right? Then you get into automotive and programmers, key codes, leashy readers, code machines, right? And on and on, and I think you have to start with one thing and build on it, right?
I would agree.
When you took over Hoffman's, or when you started working at Hoffman's, right? You want to first get a lay of the land.
Absolutely.
Right? Make sure you have everything under control before you start trying to add extra things in.
Yes.
Right? Because all of a sudden you want to I have talked to a lot of us here in the sales department. I've talked to so many people who want to get into key programming. And it's do you want to originate keys, or do you want to just duplicate or add keys, right? Because the skill required for those is very different.
And there's so many little things, depending on the car. I know a guy who figured out that he had to be so many feet away and he couldn't be around any other vehicles in programming. He figured out that you put it in a Doritos bag because it's reflective and it's contained, and he could put it in there in his van. Simple little tricks that you don't know yet, and you want to learn those tricks.
Absolutely. So let's see here. So hopefully that's a good place to start. Just start somewhere and then just build on that knowledge.
Yeah,
right?
Start simple.
Start
small. Don't go crazy trying to order thousands of keys. And like me, I wanted to try with a small programmer and just start out there and then work my way into that, because I'm already so busy with other things. I don't want to commit to doing all kinds of cars and everything. I just have to start small. Yep.
And I think, something to add to that, I don't think I've ever recommended someone get into automotive key origination unless they've started with automotive key duplication and programming. Right. Because if you can figure out how to duplicate that key, take it to the car and program it, and you can understand that and get that rhythm going.
Yes.
Now, when you start wanting to do the origination, right, because there's more investment in equipment, and knowledge, understanding how to decode locks, tear them apart, whatever it might be, right?
Yeah, and there's not going to be less software. There's going to be more, and it's going to be more and more technical.
So true, Everett. So hopefully that helps. Helps there. So Locks NY says, get a real job. Very funny. That's as a locksmith. So
I've been in it too long. I'm committed now. I've just got to roll with it.
Yep. Learn everything you can. Locks NY. Okay, he comes back being serious. Be a sponge.
Yes.
Very true.
I agree.
Very true. Jenkins Lock, what is up? We're actually going to be shooting a video together this Friday. So not live Friday, but look forward to that. Let's see here. Got my hat in the mail. Ken Nixon. Let's put this up here. What are you saying? Got here now, but YouTube still blocking my comments for CLK supplies only. Connor, you check YouTube channel. I got to write this down here, Ken. I missed all of your comments. Ken would have the most fun, make fun of me comments. I
like those blooper reels. I've got to say, they're pretty good.
Do you like those?
I laugh. Pretty hard sometimes. They're great.
Oh yeah, I mean my kids, my kids love them. I'm like, wow. But
They love Dad anyway. So
Let's see here, just put my new hat on. Love it. Awesome. Jeff Moss, what is up? Yeah, we're glad to see you're not blocked, Ken. I can tell you what, Ken, any blocking going on with you is YouTube. So I don't think to date I've blocked, or any of us here, to my knowledge, has blocked anybody. So unless I'm forgetting something, but you're definitely not blocked. But let's see here. Lockout Pros LLC, single best advice is watch CLK videos on YouTube. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, I don't disagree with that. I've watched several of your videos. Just something that I didn't know, and I'm like, I've always had a question about it, but I've never had the time to assess it. And bam, there's PJ with a video about it. I'm like, well, I'm going to watch it now, and I'm going to learn about it because it's always been in the back of my brain. That's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks. It's
Those
funny.
Videos are great.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting really close to like 400 videos or something, like some crazy. Like I've really done that many,
Doesn't seem like it, but
let's see here. Where can I buy extra C clips and spring clips? We sell those actually for Kwikset and Schlage on our website. Just type in like C clip.
now here's a tip for you guys, especially new guys.
Ooh,
Spare parts, certain things that you can't get anymore. And part of being a locksmith, as a lot of you guys know, is flying by the seat of your pants. And you have to literally make magic and make something out of nothing because you have that one customer that just doesn't want to let that lock go. And there's a limit where you say, it's got to be replaced. But I'd like to try to replace it or fix it. I should say repair it if I can. And I keep old parts, not boxes and boxes of junk, but the small, like old C clips, certain cap pins and little oddball set screws and things like that. Keep them in a little Tupperware in your van in your toolbox, because you never know, if you lose one, something goes flying, you've got an extra one, and it'll keep your stress level down.
yeah,
So it's like, crap, where'd that part go?
absolutely. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So King Kong, something like that, says, what, let me pop it up on the screen. There we go. What can the HPC Blitz do that the Frame N2 can't? I don't believe anything, actually. I think they'll both cut Medico if that's what you need to do. I mean, as far as like apple to apple, I believe they do everything the same. Everything the same. Let's see here. Got my butt beat today trying to originate a key. We need a video on an 18 F-150 when alarm is triggered. I've gotten a lot of requests for that, and so I will try, okay? I will try to do that. And the reason I say try is that, so I'm at a car lot, right, where I'm doing all the programming. And I'll just have to ask them if they'll be okay with the alarm going off for, a little bit.
Yeah, what's that guy doing over there? Is he stealing that truck?
Oh,
man. It says Lock Boss on his shirt so we can find him.
Yep. Let's see here. Search Kwikset clip. Yep, Kwikset clip on CLK. Thanks, George. Yeah, that'll do that. Such Creative has basically done the exact same thing.
Red worms.
Won't do it the other way. Where do you see that? Oh, red worms for PJ. That's good. Hey, just for you guys, I snuck that in on that 4th of July video. So that was good. And I also recorded a little something extra when we were on the boat that we'll be using sometime here in the future.
Nice.
So it should be good. Let's see here. Most that's cool. Even watching AJ's, even watching some of the most basic CLK videos, I always learned something I didn't know. Thank you. I really appreciate that. PJ, you gonna do a live from Aloha? Ken, you know it. Come on now. I mean, we're definitely going live. Are you going, Ken, to Aloha? Kip, are you going?
No, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Salt Lake, actually, though, I'm I'm going to get factory certified on Trilogy.
Okay.
And some of the Trilogy network stuff. So that's the only thing I'm going to be doing in the near future.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be good, Ken. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, Ken, you're going. Yeah, we'll be going live from Aloha. We'll show you around a little bit, and it'll be fun. Done a great job with many different types of videos. Yeah, thanks, Jeffrey. We definitely try to mix it up quite a bit. Let's see here. Carl Lewis received his hat. Awesome. I love all the comments. I mean, there's a lot, isn't there?
There's a lot of people talking about how your videos have helped them out and been very informative. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's very kind of them. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I definitely try. It's interesting, Kip. I honestly never thought I'd be. I like doing some videos like in 2012. I did a few, but I really never thought I'd be making videos every week.
We seem to have it down. So
yeah. Too much. Let's see here. This is cool. Looks like we kind of got through them all, everybody. So let's talk about a few things, and we're gonna get on to some fun. But before we do, let's kind of do a quick recap. So about a year ago, we had you on, right? And you worked for a locksmith, Hoffman's Lock and Key, right?
Yep.
You eventually bought the business.
Yes.
Your last name isn't Hoffman.
Nope.
But you at that time decided to keep it the same name.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And we kind of did a video kind of talking about that.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything, like you said, don't take on too much. It wasn't anything I felt I needed to change right away because the Hoffman name was a good, proud name. Was represented well. So I didn't feel at the time that needed to be changed. So I just rolled with it.
Just rolled with it. Yeah.
Really. So.
Yep. And so then fast forward about a year or so, all of a sudden we have Vanguard Lock and Key. And we did a video kind of talking about that transition of all of that. So if you just type in Kip onto our channel, you'll be able to see those videos pop up. Make sure you watch them. They're good stuff. And you decided to change the name. And you essentially, give us a quick recap of how that went.
It was good. I mean, paperwork involved, and everything else, making sure, like I said, LLC insurance, all that stuff is changed to reflect the correct names, and all that good stuff. I just wanted to make sure everything was covered, and I tried to go a little harder, like on advertising with my van, spend some money on the wrap, which has paid off big. I have people all the time that say, man, I could see your van from the freeway or across the parking lot the other day. I see you everywhere. That's what I get all the time. So obviously that paid off because I've had several people tell me that. But yeah, just going through the motions, just trying to get my name out there, and staying busy and trying to make people happy, treat them right, and get their stuff fixed.
Mm-hmm. And so we're a month or so past that video, almost 2 months from recording it, I think, somewhere around there. Yeah. And things still going good with that. Have you had any weird ones with, hey, I thought I was calling Hoffman's lately, any of that?
Oh, I have that occasionally because I'm still programmed in their phone. Or, what's a nightmare is once your name is out on the internet as one thing, it's like you can never completely scrub it.
Really?
I still had somebody, we were down at, for the longest time, that was like 425 Coeur d'Alene, which is years before I ever worked for Hoffman's. And then
that one was
on for a while. Yeah. And then he moved to Third. And somebody told me the other day that address is still floating around on the internet. And we haven't been there in like 10 years. So, I mean, it's crazy. You can never get rid of everything. So Hoffman's will still pop up somewhere.
Okay. And that's just something you have to live with.
Yeah.
Right? It just is what it is.
You just try to inform them and they'll change it. Try to hand out my business cards and say, well, you got a business card now with the name, everything,
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's do one last quick question here. And now I know you're not an insurance agent, but let's, maybe I should get an insurance, like my insurance agent on. That might be
Yeah.
interesting. Might be interesting. But
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit, but let's talk about like what insurance for locksmiths. Like what type of insurance are you carrying? Do you mind sharing that? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot
what's
here.
called the 1 million, 2 million policy. So it covers for, I have, God, I'm having a brain fart here. I'm sorry. Bonding. I've got bonding in there. You can choose what level you want. I do like 20,000. That usually covers you. And the 1 million, 2 million is, let's say there's an incident where something happens and your insurance has to cover $1 million. You got another $1 million on backup in case there's another claim in the same year. It's not that expensive. I think it costs me $50 a month, which is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have things put in there like if you want to have legal representation. Let's say somebody says they want to sue you for something. You can get a policy where you have that in there where it covers your attorney's fees. It just depends on how far you want to go with it. But you want your damages, fire. If something happens on the job site, you're covered. If your van accidentally goes in gear, and that's more auto insurance than anything, but
it's more of like just your standard like business insurance, your general liability,
all
of that
stuff.
Yep.
I've had one company ask me for like hazmat and everything else, and I told them, you call me like once a year and you spend like $300. I'm not going to spend $100 extra a month to have hazmat insurance for somebody who calls me once a year. I said, and you're the only person who does that. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. And they finally said, well, for you, since you're self-employed or whatever, we don't need that for your company, but we generally ask for it. So usually they'll accommodate you, if they want your business and you do a good job.
Yep. Yeah. Locks NY says, my garage drain backed up. I will see how good my insurance policy is. Oh my goodness. Best of luck to you on that one.
Homeowners insurance or renter's insurance, or unless it's in your business, then yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the other videos we did this week is that SFIC video I just was talking about between the nickel silver and nickel plate. And really the moral of the story is that you want to go with the nickel silver keys on that, right? And the part number for those is the 1A blank, the keyway 1, right? And although here at CLK, we did simplify it to that part number is just like best A, best B, best C. We did that just to make it simple. Otherwise it gets confusing and it's complicated, and we don't like that.
You've got to learn the locksmith lingo. When those guys call in, I'm sure they're like, it's a what? Because we call it something else, or, best A, best, that's a good point.
So we just got to type in best A.
There you go.
Right? Make it easy. So that's the way to go there. So we did that. Then we also, of course, did the Auto ProPad G2 Turbo's newest accessory, the dock. Right, the dock. Kip, you see that video?
I did.
You see that one out there?
Neat. Yeah. Hey.
I mean, the bloopers on that one were pretty good, But that's good. That's good stuff. But so we did those, and so that kind of sums up what we have going on. We have some good videos coming out. Tomorrow is a video that I've been waiting to do and put out for a while, so I hope you all enjoy. And then same with the Friday's video. So it'll be some good stuff. Well, Kip, I think, should we get on to giving some stuff away?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you seeing any good comments here?
His business covers 40% of your house. Yeah. That would make a difference if you're in your home versus in a building. Same thing with your taxes. You can get a lot of things written off in your home.
Okay.
Off on your taxes too, if you check into that. I mean, you can write your bathroom off, technically speaking.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I use Next Insurance, $25 a month for 2 months. Seems cheap.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than I think at least mine, man.
Yeah.
I actually just had, the yearly review, and they look at all the stuff and they're like, yeah, you need to up your insurance amount. I'm like, okay, then you get the bills for it. You're like, oh. But it's better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean.
Definitely cover your tail.
Yeah, I mean, isn't there some sort of saying about like insurance poor,
Yeah, and it's you'll be wishing you had it if you don't spend the money on it, and really it's a small price to pay. It's like you tell people all the time with rekeying their house. you spend $100 or $200, you know, if you kick somebody out or a tenant, what happens if they come back and steal $2,000 worth of stuff?
Yeah.
You could have spent the $100 or $200 and covered your bases so they can just walk back in and take everything.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. And Ken Nixon says, I think those SFIC part numbers are the original best numbering. I believe so, Ken. Yep. I believe so. I think they put a couple extra digits like before or after it, but that's like the root of the part number there. So that's what we got going on, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's move into the Lock Boss giveaway where we're going to announce the 5 winners and then the winner of the Arrow IC. Oh, it is the Arrow IC. I should have looked at that. It's the Arrow IC, not the Arrow key. So it's for the SFIC, which has it perfect along with the videos we've been doing.
Software.
Yep. So we got that going on. And then is what we're going to do. Stick around to the very end because we're going to be giving away some more hats. All right. So let's do this here. All right. So before we get going, though, let me go over the rules, make sure we're all on the same page, and we'll get to it. So this is how it works. Throughout the week, we put videos on YouTube. When you comment on those videos and include the hashtag LockBoss, you're automatically entered in to win one of 5 prizes each and every week. It's completely free to enter, no purchase necessary. Although we do like purchases, right?
Oh, of course.
But if we call each contest stands alone. So it goes from Monday through Sunday, and then on the following Tuesday, we announce the winners here live on YouTube. So that's how it works. If we call your name, you want to make sure you email us at sales@clksupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989.
I agree with him. SFIC gives me a headache too.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So yeah, so that's how the rules work. That's how it goes. I've been fumbling through that this last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like I always seem to forget something, but you know, I don't like scripts.
No.
It's more fun.
It was no fun.
I think about that. If I did scripts, there'd be a lot less bloopers.
I know, or there could be more.
Or there
How many
could
times
be.
you fumble your words. It could go either way, but yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Stick with the bloopers we get. We like those.
You know, I'm just happy. Kip, years ago, remember I had a stutter. You remember
as
that?
Bad as you think.
Oh my gosh, I'm just happy. Can you imagine if I still had that going on and the bloopers? Have mercy. What the heck?
Fine.
But let's see here. It's all very helpful information. There's a new locksmith. Thanks, Alan. So, all right. So we got that. Let's go ahead and announce the 5 winners this week. And Kip, you want to read them all? Or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can read them all.
So I haven't seen any of these yet. I mean, I didn't even see the
more official
software there. Yeah. So we'll do those, and then we're gonna give away some hats.
Kind of drawn out of a hat too. But
we'll put them all in the hat at the end,
okay.
And then we'll pull the winner for that.
There we go. That's a good idea.
And Ken Nixon says more bloopers.
More
Everyone
bloopers.
likes the bloopers.
I like the bloopers. I think they're great.
You gonna do it?
Especially if it's in the middle of the day and you're taking lunch really quick.
Yeah.
When you're having a rough day, you watch those, kind of makes you laugh, makes your day better. So
Okay, here we go. Winner number 1 is
Patrick Smith.
Patrick Smith. Congrats.
Put it over here. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep. Winner 2.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Very good. Winner number 3 is
I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but Sloan Sigestad. Maybe.
Okay. Let's see that there for a second.
Sigestad.
Boom. Congratulations. Very cool. Here we go. Winner number 4 is
Bearsback.
all right. There we go. Winner number 5 is
Willard 102.
Willard 102. Congratulations. Very cool. All right. So we got them all put in the hat, and we're now going to draw for the Arrow IC software for Windows for Master Keying, SFIC. Also, you can calculate your control key with that. And what's the value of that? $110, I believe. Somewhere right around there. All right, so here we go. Let's do the winner for that. And it is.
You want to pull out?
Let's do it. Only got one?
Yep.
Sloan Sig's dad, congratulations. You are the winner of the Aero IC software.
Nice.
Just put that in there. We announce all the winners right here. Cool. Yeah, Bears back. Won again. That's very cool. Congrats. You know, it's always fun for me. I never see these until it's live. I mean, they have them sitting on here, you know, by 5 o'clock. But it's always fun at the same time just to see who won.
Yeah, that makes it more surprising. Congratulations, guys.
Very good, guys, for everyone. So now let's get on to the 5 hats. Now, this did a hold on. Okay. Kip, it is amazing the amount of emails we get for these. Like when we're doing the giveaways here. I want you to choose. What I like to do is I like to have a heading in the email.
Okay.
That is unique. So the ones that are actually doing it, you know, they have a better chance to get the hat.
Okay.
Right? So in the email heading, what would you like them to put to get? And the first 5, I got 5. Megan pulled these at inventory here for us. Got these 5 Lock Boss hats.
You know what? I'm just going to go with one word.
Okay.
Be a little George Bush here.
Okay, let's do it. What is it?
America.
How do you spell that?
Just take the A off.
Okay.
America.
So you got it.
America.
Okay, America. So the first 5 people who put America in the subject line, send an email to sales@clksupplies.com and include your shipping address in the email. Okay. Do that. The first 5, we're going to hook you up with the free hat just for watching. So very cool. So Locks NY wants Spanky in the heading.
Spanky. You could do Patch Hat, but that wasn't.
Patch Hat. Yeah.
I like America.
Ken Nixon says, let's see. If I put Lock Boss here, does it count? Yeah, it's going to be a video on YouTube throughout the week. So yes, why not? Yep, I'm sure it is. Yeah, so yes.
It's probably good that you're not the one that does have to do that, because you have to take the time to sit here and go through and see where everybody put Lock Boss in.
Oh yeah, all the random. Well, I mean, we random it, but yes. Yeah. Oh yes, on purpose. I didn't want to be the one doing it.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's good, Kip. Well, Kip, I hope you have a absolutely great week coming up. Hopefully a little R&R.
Hopefully.
So maybe. Now I'm
going to be a sponge.
You'll be a sponge, and you've been, riding your motorcycle quite a bit.
I have.
Enjoying life a little bit.
Yeah. Did a ride over to Montana and back up to Sandpoint and everything. It was great. About 250 something miles or whatever. It was good.
Any bugs in the face?
The shoulder and the forehead and stuff, maybe. Do
you have a full cover, or how do you do it?
I take one of these and I put it on backwards, and I have my sunglasses.
Okay.
So everybody's going to give me crap, but I usually don't wear a helmet. So my choice.
Your choice. And in the state of Idaho, it's not, you're not breaking
Idaho
laws,
or Montana. Right? Usually if I'm on I-90, I'll put one on because I'm going a lot higher speed.
Gotcha.
Basically, that's what we're going to say on I-90.
Okay.
And then once I get off on the side roads, I don't worry.
Okay. Well, hey, leave it to me to ask you a controversial question.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, it'll stir up conversation, right?
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Hey, you know what? Kip, hey, you're not breaking any laws, so what the heck, right? But yeah, that's good stuff, Kip. Well, hey, thanks for coming back on. Thanks for sharing your story, updating everybody.
Have fun, guys.
And what a good Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
All right. I hope all of you have a great evening, and we will see you here next week. Thank you all. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.